What? This is a song. This is a new song. It's through the eyes of one of the greatest people alive, I feel. The lunch lady. Woke up in the morning, put on my new plastic glove. Served some reheated Salisbury steak with a little slice of love. I got no clue what the chicken pot pie is made of. Just know everything's doing fine down here in Lunch Lady Land. Well, I wear this net on my head, 'cause my red hair is falling out. I wear these brown orthopedic shoes, 'cause I got a bad case of the gout. I know you want seconds on the corn dogs, but there's no reason to shout. Everybody gets enough food down here in Long Lady Land. Well, yesterday's meatloaf is today's sloppy joes. And my breath reeks of tuna, and there's lots of black hairs coming out of my nose. In Lunch Lady Land, your dreams come true. Clouds made of carrots and peas. Mountains built of shepherd's pie, and rivers may have macaroni and cheese. But don't forget to return your trays and try to ignore my gum disease. No student can escape the magic of Lunch Lady Land.
What up? Who doesn't love a little Adam?
Hoagies and grinders,
Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders,
navy beans, navy beans, navy beans.
Y'all see his special on Netflix? It's pretty solid. I'd check it out. It's a little different. It's good though. What up, everybody? I know I cut it. They are on Spotify. Is that? I gotta check one thing quick before we get going. I gotta see where we're at on the basketball. All right, it looks to me as if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left in the basketball random teams break. And in the PYT that is up, the Ravens, the Bills, the Panthers, the Bears, the Packers, the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Bucks are left. All right. Stack Jackson and Ingram. Lamar Jackson and Ingram. Baltimore against, who do they got this week? Who's Baltimore got? In Cincinnati. Baltimore fans a little scared of Cincinnati this week. I've heard a couple people say that they're not excited. That's how I feel about Cleveland. It's probably similar to what I feel about Cleveland. Okay, guys, before we get too much into it, I do want to go over, we are giving away a spot in any of the weekend giveaways. If you get in this, you have a spot in it. The gold pack in this is part of the break. There is one hitless paper football team giveaway, so there's no extra credits, but if you go hitless, you're going to be random off and have a chance at that paper football, which means I draw one of the teams remaining out of the hat. If they win this week, you get $10 credit, and they keep going on. You can get $10 credit every week. If they lose, you lose your team. It goes back in. All right, just throwing that out there. Was Lamar Jackson sick? I don't like playing against new quarterbacks either, Aaron. We're going to get popping. We'll get talking to it. Last break, it was really cool. Ron called in. Ron Max had a chance to call in. We haven't done that in a long time. And we actually talked a little bit about collusion in fantasy football, a little bit about vetoing trades. I thought it was a pretty interesting conversation. We won't get too much into it now, but it is getting to be that time of the year where playoff, teams start to shape up in both the NFL, but specifically in fantasy football, because most playoffs in fantasy football start week 14, with the championship games going into 14, 15, and 16, ending in 16. Good fantasy leagues, in my opinion, and maybe you guys can give me your take on this. Good fantasy playoffs don't go into week 17. Let me ask your take on that. Do you think the fantasy championship should be in week 17? And, man, I don't like guys, Aaron, but I don't like guys coming off of sickness, man. You look at Josh Jacobs this year. He was sick all week that 1 week. He came back to run, and it looked awful. I think a guy that moves around a lot, I mean, think about it. They're still humans, as superhuman as they seem sometimes. If Lamar Jackson's been shitting his brains out all week, and he's I'm sure that he's getting fluids and stuff like that, but you're still worn down, right? You lose weight, you're not eating, you're not yourself. You feel achy. Even if he's better, he's hurting. William, Kenny, I love that you guys, Richard and Jason from Three Kings, that's our sister group, by the way, guys. Check them out. They got some good breaks over there. They do a lot of eBay too. You should never have a matchup in week 17. I've seen guys in leagues do that, and it's just so sad. Starting out with the Carolina Panthers, guys not having their 2 or 3 of their best players that got them there, and then they lose. And the guy who wins, I don't know. The only thing I will say is this. Jordan scored 38 with the flu. It was Jordan, and I feel like basketball is a little different. Although it's physical, you're not putting on gear and hitting and getting hit, and I just feel like football's a different beast, man. I feel like in soccer and basketball, although somewhat physical, you can just suck it up and run and do your job. But you take one hit when you're already achy and you're like F me, I'm done. Darrell Henderson. Playoff seal team sitting players. Yeah, you know what? More and more though, with less parity in the NFL, you see teams even sitting guys in week 16, but less. It's not as common. Jarrett Stidham out of 50. I do like some of these patches. This is player worn 19 out of 50 going to the New England Patriots. That is going to be Aaron Elrod. Ooh, yeah. See, that'd be the same thing. I feel like anytime you lose fluids, Mike. Yeah, I don't like playoffs in week 17. I like when there's divisions in playoffs. I don't love when it's just a rolling, the top 6 make it. I like the divisional stuff. I've felt differently about that before. I'll tell you what, the most frustrating thing is, we've talked about it before. 2 out of 10, Miles Boykin. Nice short print, 2 out of 10. That's a 4th down. I wish there was a caveat for if you are in the top 3 of scoring, or even if you're the high scorer in the league or second high scorer and you don't make playoffs, you should have a play-in game or something. I wish there was more leagues that did something like that. I've seen it too often. Dwayne Haskins and Patrick Mahomes. I've seen it too often where teams get left out of the playoffs and that they're one of the top scoring teams, and it stinks because their team's good. They just played the high scoring team. I did say fluid. In the old days, it was 17 weeks, 80s, 90s. Yeah. You know what we are going to start doing here shortly is probably like we do in the preseason. For those of you guys who came in here recently, you don't know, but we have 6, I think it's 6. Is it 6 Yahoo Fantasy Leagues that people had to earn spots for to get into? And, we give weekly high scores on them and stuff. It's going to be a Deontay Thompson out of 50 for the Arizona Cardinals going out to Chris Vogt. Shout out to Chris having a day, man. We love you, Chris. Hopefully you get a chance to relax and watch that. I'm sure you're spending time with the fam tonight. His flu game was the brown bottle type. What? Why don't I get that? There was something I was saying and I forget now. Go figure. That never happens to me. Miles Sanders. Oh, I was talking about my Contenders League. Go look at it. What do you mean did I fix it? I should have. I picked up any players that were off. I always do, man. I usually do it Sunday mornings, but I did it early this week. Josh Norman out of 25 and Jalen Hurd, rookie wave. Go check it for me, Josh. So on that note, we're going to be starting to give spots away for the postseason fantasy leagues. In order to get into it, we'll do like one or two where they'll be for the week, but for like DraftKings and stuff. But we are going to be doing some bigger leagues, like bigger prizes. Out of 99, Jamal Adams, and you're going to have to earn a spot through breaks like we do at the beginning of the year. So stay tuned for more information on that as we get closer to the playoffs. A lot of Patrick Mahomes inserts I'm seeing in here. Keem Butler, Roquan Smith, Drew Brees, and how about a Josh Jacobs rookie Stallions? I'm enjoying the playoff, I'll be honest. I have a bunch of it coming. I'm excited to do just a playoff break. Did you check it? I think I fixed it, right? Am I completely eliminated from that league? Some of them I know that I don't think there's much of a chance for me to do anything in. But I never stop setting a lineup just because I'm out of it. And that's like, we talked a little bit about that last time and how do you prevent guys from just giving up when they're out of it. Yeah, I went in and picked up some good players. I even made some drop ads, and not just out of necessity, but I've improved my team a little bit this week in that league. In some of those leagues, I should say. I mean, and one of the ways we prevent people from just giving up on their teams is we do the high score every week. High score gets $5 credit too. So even if you're not in the contention, you can still win yourself some credit. Tomorrow when we do breaks, we'll be picking the winners of the games. Oakland taking down the win this week. That was big for Oakland. I don't think it was a must-win game for either team yet because it's still only week 10. There's still 6 weeks of football after this week. 7 weeks of football for them if they don't have a bye. But I will say that I think it was a huge win for whoever won that. Much better odds that they can get into the playoffs. Am I, Josh? I can't keep up with all of them. Josh, I'm in 16 leagues, and that doesn't include that's just like my two Yahoo accounts. That doesn't even include my Dynasty leagues or my set it and forget it leagues, the best ball leagues, which that really doesn't matter because you can't do anything about those. Any Bears as far as hits go, or just cards in general? I've definitely seen Bears cards. We will be doing a DraftKings this week, invite only, with a bigger a main first place prize. But we'll probably do a I don't know, man, Chris. I don't know. Honestly, I thought I had more playoff in house, and I went to go put some in this other mixer that's next, and I couldn't find it. So I must have went through it all. Like I said, I have a lot coming, and we'll do some just playoff breaks. So you'll get a chance. My goal is to pull at least 5 optic, or what are they, contenders preview tickets. You want to see redemptions in this product, honestly, because that's usually at least a good shot at one of those. You can get them live too, but Tristan Hill going out to the Dallas Cowboys. There we go. Who's got Dallas? Josh Shearsey. There you go, Josh. Tristan Hill out of 50. I'm not sure why these aren't labeled as like first downs or whatever. Invite only, Kenny. If you're in any of the breaks from today or tomorrow, it's and you only have to have one spot. Like, you can't get multiple entries just because you bought like 3 break spots. But I'm gonna be sending out a link to you guys if you got in any of the breaks for football. And you'll be in an invite-only league, which means you can't share out the link, and you're only eligible to get in that DraftKings. And we'll do a bigger main prize for that as opposed to like a $10 credit or a $5 credit. It'll be a bigger prize. I think we had the Manziel jersey as one of those prizes, but we'll be doing other prizes this week too. Holy cow, 2 out of 50. Believe this is part of their pants. A thick card. 2 out of 50 going out to the Seattle Seahawks. Scott Ripley getting the DK Metcalf. All right, so they did by color this year, Scott. In the past, they've always been out of 23. It sounds like, oh, I do love this new cozy hoodie. This is my breaker room hoodie. I love it. Oh, it's out of 99, Brian Dawkins. Leonard out of 99. There's another Patrick Mahomes and a Dwayne Haskins. Did I skip these? I did. Mark Ingram, Lamar Jackson. There's a Myles Garrett. And there's a Kyler Murray. Did I seriously not? I must have mixed these up a little bit. Daniel Jones, Air Command. And Julian Love going out to the New York Football Giants. It is so cozy. I love it. I leave it in my break room for the most of the time, but it does make its way out. To get, I got to take it for walks, give it sunlight, show it some love outside of the break room. I don't want it to think it's just my side chick for the break room. My side sweatshirt. And Keel Harry, Quadri Allison. Hey, I didn't even notice this. This might be the first time he's not on his knee stretching. Holy cow, that should be like a 101 or something. First set, he wasn't in the. He's in a different picture. Everyone start collecting. Out of 99, Hollywood. Damian Harris. There's another Patrick Mahomes. McCole Hardman. Drew Brees, and there is a Jarrett Stidham going out to the New England Patriot. It's made from real buffalo. It can only be washed from the tears from Super Bowl losses, though. So they have a lot of those bottled up. They're expensive to buy, but that's the only real way to wash it, so it can get pricey. So it won't be washed much. Lockett, out of 10. 1 out of 10. 4th down. There you go, Scott. I know you'll appreciate that card. 1 out of 10, Tyler Lockett. Going out to the Seattle Seahawks. Lots of tears, but you know what? They're hard to come by anymore. This season, it's been a little bit harder. Case Keenum, Derek Brooks. There's another, like I said, a lot of Patrick Mahomes in here. That's my only complaint. I don't like it when you see a lot of the same player. So, there we go. That's box 2. So far, what do you guys think of playoffs so far? Did you give some Benadryl? From what I talked about last time, that was last night that I was dealing with my son, and Tyler called me up on the phone. One second, guys. Chris, feel free to plug those, man, if you want. Chris is actually the one I was able to get this from. He's welcome to plug them real quick if he wants. While I get these top loaded, they are available. Chris, if you want to shout out maybe some of the players and teams you have available and what the price is, feel free to. You have my green light to go ahead and hear real quick and do that. We've done that for Dusty as well with his cases and stuff. Yeah, I have a Kelly one on its way, or at least, Chris, I think you said it's coming, right? I'd really like to get a Singletary one. Well, what it does, though, Aaron, is it makes it a little bit more exciting to get them. Any team and player, $90 shipped. So I can get it. Can I get it done if I want a Singletary one? Let's do Illusions next, then we'll do Black. Or actually, do you guys want to end with Black or Gold Standard? Gotta have a Kelly one. I'll be honest. I probably would go with a Micah Hyde one next. End with Black. Here we go. Bosa, Juju, Edelman. There's a Cool Beasley out of $3.99 and a Joe Mixon acetate. All right, we'll end with Black. Yep, so reach out to Chris. Chris Taylor has these available. I promise you, I bought a bunch of stuff from like the NFL store, and I like my sweatshirts and stuff. This is by far the coziest sweatshirt I've ever owned. I literally would wear this everywhere. Of course I want a Flutie one. I didn't know you could get any player. Chris obviously doesn't know me well enough to hit me with a Kelly before that. I thought they were my options. I'll be honest. Out of $2.99, I thought it was Flutie and Allen, or Kelly and Allen were the only ones. Ezekiel Elliott for the Dallas Cowboys. Another one going out to you, Cersei. There you go for them Cowboys. Oh, I'll be ordering. It doesn't matter. I'll be ordering more of these. I asked Chris, it'd be nice to get like switch up colors, like get a red one. That'd be kind of cool. Marquise, Goff, and Allen. There's a Kerryon Johnson out of 75, and a Juju. I heard an interesting take on Juju the other day, saying that there's a lot of skepticism around if he's a true number one. And now he was a number one without Antonio. You know, last year he didn't have him, and he was a number one. Or at least he was for a period of time. I don't know. I think he is. Andre Reed out of $3.99, and Miles Sanders going out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Willie Fisterbum. There you go, my man.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Yeah, and it's worth the wait, man. I honestly, it's a nice sweatshirt. I'm not just blowing smoke. Chuck Cecil out of 35. Arizona Cardinals. And this is going to be a shorter print. This one's going to be out of 149. Adam Thielen. There's still some teams left in the other PYT for tonight. Again, I'm going to be adding some prizes this weekend that are exclusive to people that are in the breaks. Travis Kelce out of $2.99 and Leighton Vander Esch. Should still have one more auto plus the sealed auto. Everyone got all quiet. Debo, Cool Beasley base, another Jim Kelly. Lots of Bills in this box. How about Gary Jennings? Seahawks on fire. There you go, Scotty.
How about you do, ladies and gentlemen, Scotty do.
There you go. Scotty knows. If anything, I'll probably do like a $20 random, Emily. I might do something like something cheap to fill quick, but I won't do another big PYT. I mean, I even thought about doing like a Spectra Majestic random. Scotty freaking knows Seahawks. Out of 399, Leighton Vander Esch. There's a Metcalf, Hopkins, and Cup. Yeah, I thought about doing like a Spectre Majestic. Yeah, and I think I said it would be, I'm sorry, I'm not just like having a seizure. I was trying to price it out. I think it'd be like around 25 a spot, but it'd be a pretty nasty, 2-box. I was trying to price it in my head quick what it would be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They didn't like you before, Scotty. They're not going to like you now.
Are you not entertained?
Dude. Hold on. Scott, have you seen this setup before? I feel like Scott watches a lot of breaks. And if you watch enough breaks, there are patterns in them. Like, not always. But if he's seen Gary Jennings get pulled and, like, this Chuck Cecil get pulled, there is a pattern possibly that means it's going to be a Carson. Did he call that for real? This one's out of 75. Scotty on fire. Calling it.
Oh my, he's on fire!
Now, Scott, was that an educated guess from a pattern you watched? Or was that just a complete shot in the dark? That is weird, dude. Did you know he was in the superlative set? Carson out of 75. Wow. That's a pretty solid guess there. Scotty feeling it.
I'm really feeling it.
All right, we're going to do gold next. All right, man, you got to share the wealth on these boxes, Scotty. All right, remember, guys, the gold pack is part of the break. We'll open that last. I know we said we'd open black last, but we'll do black, then we'll do gold. We're doing gold standard, then black, and then gold.
I love gold.
And then we'll do a recap, and then one hitless team will get to draw a paper football for the challenge, all right? Out of 75, Tommy B, Tom Brady. Thanks again for filling this, guys. Don't worry, there are giveaways coming. You already saw my wife show off that Manziel autographed jersey. That's going to be one of the giveaways. We have two blasters with that. There are other giveaways coming. Josh Long, loving the Deshaun Watson. Tell Gabby I'm loving the Deshaun Watson. Out of 99, Gerald McCoy. About 3 hours, Mike. We're driving that way to go to Cleveland this weekend. We thought about swinging through Pittsburgh. Delaney Walker, Top Gear. Player Warren going out to the Tennessee Titans. Jason Allen. My bad. Woo! Look at that. Sammy D with the new era patch out of 49 going to the New York Jets. Joshua Long.
I love gold.
Oh, yeah.
That is a sweet card, Josh. Well worth the $10 buy-in. Seeing new eras. Listen, if you guys are giving away Baker Mayfield cards or Sam Darnold cards, hit me up. If you're like going below comps and you just want to move him and you think he's trash, hit me up. If you're really seriously, don't give them to anyone else if you're giving them away. 2 ghost relics. I like it. Bryce Love for the Washington Redskins going out to Jim Larson. Guys, also, I didn't advertise it yet. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't think I advertised it yet. From today on, you're entered in either, I haven't decided yet, and I think that's why I haven't advertised it. You're entered in either Sunday or Monday squares. All right? So that's on top of the DraftKings. There's going to be squares and then some additional stuff this weekend while we're away at games. Oshani Jimenez out of 75. Golden rookies going to the New York Football Giants. Josh, you have any Baker Mayfield autos you're selling? Oh, I was hoping it'd be TB, but it is. Finally getting some time in there. He's off the IR. And Keel Harry going to the New England Patriots. A.A. Ron Elrod. There you go. My Eli Manning now.
Oh, son of a biscuit!
I disagree with Biscuit, and I was a big advocate for his, but unless he like totally changes his way of like, the dude just doesn't have the it factor. And they talked about it in preseason, and the more I watched him, the more I saw what they meant. Like, he just doesn't care enough. Like, I feel like he's lacking passion. He doesn't have this drive. Like, oh well, guys, we'll get him next time. Like, you know, at least Baker gets a little chippy, and he's like, fuck you, get out of my face. I don't like losing. Like, you can be mad at Baker all you want, but nobody's mad and more embarrassed about Baker than Baker right now. I promise you, man. So, that's funny. I don't know. I think a lot's going to be revealed to us over the course of the next couple weeks on how next year's drafts are going to be played out. I think there are some players that are going to come to light yet. The card market could flip around a little bit yet. We have time. Hopkins out of 35 and Cam Newton out of 75. Speaking of flipping around, man, the guy is on the IR. Does Cam play for the Panthers anymore? Is he done? Here we go. First patch up is Joshua Jacobs out of 75. Yo, for new people that are watching, you guys are making it look... Dude, Panini did send me something today, too. I did. I finally called and had my way with Panini. I said, enough of these... Dude, Certified sent me over the edge, man, when we opened a box with no hits in it. Now, before anyone gets any ideas, I gave away another box. I didn't keep that box. Out of 15, Taiwan Taylor going out, too. I told him I'd come help him pack them. Taiwan Taylor for the Tennessee Titans. Jason Allen Deason, there you go, my man.
Oh.
And I thought we got ourselves a Kyler, but woo, nice patch. 61 out of 75 for the Arizona Cardinals. Andy Isabella.
Like a mouse.
So, if they post June 1st, cut him, Chris. Are you talking about Mitch or are you talking about Cam? Chris, do you think they're going to continue to work on Mitch? Dude, I gotta be honest. I had someone call for me. I've called them. I had to call them and change my address. They were gonna ship my cards to Alabama. I'm like, I don't live in Alabama. I don't know how my address got to Alabama, but I don't live in Alabama. They changed it. They were nice about it. They should, since I spent like 10 grand on cards. All right. 2019. Here's the deal with this, guys. If it's not football, it gets random at the end. All right, we'll random it off to everyone. But if it's football, it goes to that team. So the Miami Dolphins. Ooh, we got both football. Miami Dolphins are going to get a Dan Marino and Andrew Luck. It's going to be at a 99 going to the Indianapolis Colts. Josh Akins, you didn't get a hit. But you got one of these gold pack cards. They don't count as a hit. So you're still in the hitless challenge. Chance at the hitless card. So luckily we don't have to ram it all. That goes into the break. All right. Non-hit top-loaded cards. Andrew Luck to 99. Cam Newton to 75. Hey, anybody know what teams are left in that PYT? Out of 35, Hopkins. McCoy out of 99. And if you went hitless, don't go anywhere. You have a chance at a paper football challenge. Out of 75, Tom Brady. Out of 75, Carry On. Out of 99, Hollywood. Daniel Jones. Kyler Murray. Out of 99, Darius Leonard. Out of 10, Tyler Lockett. Out of 99, Dawkins. Out of 99, Adams. Daniel Jones. Out of 25 out of 25, Josh Norman. Daniel Jones. And a Hollywood out of 10. Here is our hits. Nothing, a mango white. I've still never had a White Claw. Should I go get a White Claw? I feel like I should go buy one at the pizza shop. Josh Jacobs for the Oakland Raiders. Going out to Jamar. Jamar's quiet. You busy, Jamar? Washington Redskins, Jim Larson getting the Bryce Love. This nasty Sam Darnold card out of 49. I really like this. New York Jets, Joshua Long. It's pretty cool. Looks like it's part of the Jets logo down there, too. Delaney Walker for the Tennessee Titans, Jason Allen Deason. Great meow. Miles Sanders for the Philadelphia Eagles going to Willie Fister Bum. Ezekiel Elliott for the Dallas Cowboys, Searcy. Jarrett Stidham for the New England Patriots going out to Aaron Elrod. This really sweet DK Metcalf for the Seattle Seahawks going out to Scott Ripley. Josh Jacobs for the Oakland Raiders going out to Jamar. And Jarrett Stidham for the New England Patriots. There are still the Ravens, the Bills, Panthers, Bears, Packers, Colts, and Dolphins. So I'll probably end up, I think basketball is probably close to, does anyone know, Emily, do you or Aaron know if basketball is full? Because if that fills first, I'll have to do that. Arizona Cardinals, Chris Vogt getting the Andy Isabella. We love you, Chris. Tywan Taylor for the Tennessee Titans going out to Tywan Taylor, Tennessee Titans. Out of 15. And Keel Harry for the New England Patriots. New York Giants, Oshani Jimenez, Cody Cox. Chris Carson out of 75 and a Gary Jennings Jr. out of 299. 4 spots left in B-ball. Ooh, it's a race to see what fills first. Arizona Cardinals, Chuck Cecil. Julian Love for the New York Giants. Tristan Hill for the Dallas Cowboys, Josh Searcy. Arizona Cardinals, Deontay Thompson. And Brian Burns for the Carolina Panthers going out to Jason Upchurch. I'm going to do the paper football challenge. All right, so here we go. Let me pull all the hitless teams over. Again, guys, even if you hit or if you didn't hit, you're entered into this weekend's drawings. I'll be posting some more stuff tomorrow. We did post this week's fantasy high scores. We also updated the winners for last night's squares. Congratulations to Gary May, who won the Melvin Gordon autographed jersey. Along with some other people that won some t-shirts and credits and stuff. All right, that is our hit list pile. I don't see... If ever a team wins that got a hit, obviously we skip that one, go down to the next one. Top name gets entry into paper football challenge. Min roll 5. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. The Baltimore Ravens, Kenny Leach. Come on down. Draw your team. Are you ready, Kenny? Are you with me? Yeah, sure, Josh. I promise you I'm going to try to remember. Let me get through this a minute. Kenny, you in here? B-ball is going to break tonight. There's only 4 spots left. Ooh, can we get Blazzzin hoodies? That'd be sweet. Yeah, I'll see if we can get some as a giveaway. I'll see if I can order some. All right, Mike, that's cool. All right, Kenny, I'll show you. You ready? This is your team. You are going to be the Buffalo Bills. All right, this is how it works, Kenny. You are now the Buffalo Bills in the Paper Football Challenge. The way this works is if the Bills beat the Browns this week, you win. Not only do you win $10 credit, but you get the Bills the following week And the following week they would play Miami. The next week they play Denver. The next week they play Dallas on Thanksgiving. That might be where it ends for you. But every week they win, Kenny, you get $10 credit. And the only way it changes is if they lose, you no longer have the Bills. It's not like, oh man, I didn't win my $10 credit this week. You no longer would have the Bills. They'd go back in the hat. We'd give them away to someone else eventually or something. All right? Sound good? And I just came up with a playoff idea. Yes. I love doing giveaways. I love this group, guys. Thank you so much for filling. We'll be back hopefully for that other PYT tonight. If it fills, we probably won't have time to get another one in because that won't break till closer to 11:30 if it fills. But hopefully we see you at the next PYT. Come hang out even if you're not in it. Hang out, chat. Loving you guys are in. All right. Deuces.